Broad Street, you run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the link. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
60. Let's go now.
Throwing to begin is Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. And he'll manage to get to the 33. James Bradbury up from his corner spot to make the stop. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Come on. Hey. Go.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
He'll manage only a couple. That's E.J. Speed getting in there to make the tackle. 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Barkley. Yeah. And he'll get this close to a 1st down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. And they'll throw here with Hurts. Oh, he's got this one complete to Goddard. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds.
Little indecision by the quarterback there, Mike. Do I buy time and throw it downfield, or do I tuck it and become a runner? That's what he's thinking. I think he made the final call a little bit too late, and all he could do.
And he's in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he will dive into the end zone. 73 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Barkley's got the first down and more. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It is a big play for the Eagles. 33 yards. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. On first down, it's Hurts. In trouble, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds. So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
He is down at the 14, but will have the first down. On play action, here's Hurts. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll bring up second down. On the ground, this is Barkley. And this offensive line creating running space. He'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line. Here's a third down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll try to... He is in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him. And in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Hold it ready.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, Richardson. He'll get that one to... He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. And
Richardson will give it to Taylor. Finding room to the 20. And they are not going to catch up. He's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. They go right back to Taylor. And he's into the end zone again. It's the Octopus. He's got the long run for 6 and punches in the 2. All 8 points for good measure. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. Whoa. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
A first down throw for Hurts. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Here's Hurts. The throw on the run is complete. And he's into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get it underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them. And when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Inside the 35. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime.
18, pioneer.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, Indianapolis.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through.
That's going to be intercepted. Into space. He's to the 40. Still going. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Philadelphia. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Let's go now. Check mash, check mash.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in South Philly, and the Eagles are on top as we get you down to Florida. Orlando specifically. For the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go! And they finally get him down, but not before he's inside the 20. What a return.
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the National Football League, you need these two things: balance, vision, and yes, speed doesn't hurt too much either. And all three of those were evident there. I mean, what a return that was to set his guys up, starting this drive inside the red zone. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Third down and 9. Now Hurts. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
All right, so it's only one drive here in the second half, and they trail pretty big here to start the third. But it seems this defense came out with a little different energy than we saw in the first half. Whatever was said in the locker room seemed to have worked. Now it's the offense's chance to see if they can cut into this deficit. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw, it's Richardson. This one caught by the back, out of the backfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Finding the open man, that's Pittman. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Lightning 18. Get it?
Throwing is Richardson. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. And a short pickup down inside the 10.
Okay, ready? Here we go.
On 2nd down, Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. To the goal line and in. Josh down. Touchdown, Indy. Richardson and the Colts come to the line. They'll try to tack on 2 more. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion. So, after the touchdown, here's Gabe to kick this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down. Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll bring this inside the 30, a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run. It's Barkley.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
19 right.
They'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. Now he's loose again. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. is his third touchdown of the afternoon. So here we go. Colts trying to get a little bit closer. They'll go for 2 now.
Ready.
They'll go with Caleb. And he's into the end zone again. It's the octopus. He's got the long run for 6 and punches in the 2. All 8 points for good measure. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Britton Covey now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now Hurts. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. And back deep it is Josh Downs.
Why would he do that?
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Okay, break.
Here's 1st down.
Oh my God.
Ready.
It was
Now
great.
shotgun. Richardson. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Down. Ready.
Here we go. One final play.
Damn, bro.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.